Hi boys and girls, I'm back today with another story, and this week, seeing that Easter is this Sunday, I'm going to spend this week sharing some Easter books with you. Some are about bunnies, some are about Easter, and all of the books we can use some of the skills that we've talked about already, like author's purpose and retelling. So after I read this story today, I would like you to spend some time talking with someone around you about retelling this story using your retelling hand, the characters, the setting, the beginning, the middle, the end, and the heart of the story. So make a connection to this book, what this book reminds you of. Does it remind you of something that you can connect to yourself, to another book, or something in our world? Also, you can tell someone at home what the author's purpose of this story was. Was the author's purpose to persuade, inform, or entertain the reader? Okay, so this book is called The Easter Egg, and it's written and illustrated by one of my favorite authors, and her name is Jan Brett. And Jan Brett was the author and the illustrator of this story. So that means she wrote this book and she drew the pages. All right. Cheer up, cheer up. Spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about being that bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. And look at all those nicely decorated eggs with all the flowers in them. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy said. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting, squiggles, and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. And his basket is getting pretty full of things, pretty full of goodies. His friends are being awfully nice to him. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, and orange and red dye, adding to the design each time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. She's going to give him one of her special tools so he can make a beautiful egg just like the one she makes. Those are some beautiful eggs. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Vander Rabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit so real that he looked alive. Fantastic, Hoppy exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppy, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? He gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. So everyone's helping Hoppy out to make the best Easter egg ever. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppy said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one? Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. Thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I better make the egg that is right for me. So that egg would not be right for him, but maybe for just Roberto. It is a pretty neat mechanical egg, though. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tall tree to think. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want an egg I'm proud of. So now he's thinking, I don't really have to win. I just want something I can be proud of. And there he is thinking under the tree. Do you see him over here? It's right over here. Suddenly, the woods rang with the squawking of birds sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm until it hatched. Do you see the egg right there? Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. I'll take care of you the best I can, he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other two eggs. So you can see Hoppy is keeping the egg warm. That's very nice of Hoppy, protecting the egg and keeping it warm. Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy never ran away. He protected that egg. Every day the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs. Buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly still sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. There they all are ready to go, but not Hoppy. See Hoppy? He's still sitting in the woods. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist. And now this is a really big page, so I'm going to have to show it to you in pieces. See this? And stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here, he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. They were confused. Whose egg could it be? So I'm going to show you this page in pieces because it's so long. Look at that beautiful wagon. See that? But there's one egg that is missing. What egg do you think it is? Tell someone near you at home what egg you think is missing. Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs, he said. When I return, I will show it to you. And he disappeared into the woods. So there goes the Easter bunny off into the woods. I wonder what he will come back with. You might be telling someone at home the answer right now. He came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of, the Easter rabbit told them. He has kept Mother Rabbit's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched and she could take care of it. The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. So there they go. Now that they have all the eggs there, they're ready to go. And see, there's the egg. See it? The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy, they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for girls and boys to find on Easter morning. And there they are. That was a great story, boys and girls. I hope you liked it. Now remember, talk to someone at home. Retell this story to someone using your retelling hand. Your retelling hand is right here for you. Also, talk with someone at home about what you think the author's purpose of the story was. Was it to persuade, inform, or entertain the reader? I know the answer. Do you? All right. Until I see you again, I miss you all.